Hello and welcome. I just thought I'd make a quick video on this air rifle. It's a BSA Comet Evo Silentium. It's, I suppose, a Comet Evo just with a silencer on the end. So this gun is GRT for their gas ram technology. I prefer gas rams over springs. It's just everything seems to work a lot smoother. You don't get that harsh twang or shock from a spring, and it's nice and smooth to cock, and it shoots really consistent. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with springs, but this is the first gas one I've had, and I really like it. I think Gamo brought out BSA a wee while ago, so I think that a lot of this gun's probably made in Spain, and on the barrel it does say made in EU, but I've heard that the barrels are made in EU and the rest is made in Spain, but I could be wrong on that. Somebody can correct me. There's up here I've got a Gamo, it's called the Adventure Survival. It's a Bear Grylls one. That's in 177, does 1,000 feet per second. Yeah, it's not a bad gun. It's a wee bit, I don't know, it doesn't feel that great when you're cocking it. You can feel the spring compressing. But like there's a few similarities on the stock. Like just in front of the trigger you've got like that, it's supposed to look like the bottom of a magazine, and a magazine catch. And on this you've got the same exact looking thing as well. But anyway, on this one here I've just got a regular, like a rifle scope, a 22 scope, a Nico Sterling Mountain Master. I sort of put it on there as a bit of an experiment, because people would always say if you put a normal scope on a like a spring powered air gun, they end up shattering. And I mean that's been on there about 3 years and it hasn't so far, so and it still shoots well. This BSA, I really like it. It's very accurate. It's just got a 4x32 Gamo scope on it. That's what it came with. And in all honesty, there's no reason to go more than 4x32 on a gun like this. If maybe you've got a bit more powerful slug gun, I don't know, a PCP or even a higher powered 177 that you're going to be reaching out there in the distances, then it might be nice to have a bit of magnification. But I've found just for general, pest control and things like that, you don't want to be stuffing around. You just want to bring the gun up and shoot the damn thing. This rifle's in 22 caliber, so it'll do, well, they reckon around 800 feet per second in 22, and 1,000 in 177, so you can get it in both calibers. It's a really nice light gun, easy to cock, very smooth. They're about $450 with a scope in New Zealand. So they're sort of an entry. No, well, they're a bit better than entry. Yeah, they're a mid-range sort of quality and price gun. On this one, I removed the open sights there, and on the suppressor. The one on top of the suppressor, I felt that it was going to get bashed off. I mean, you know, in and out of the vehicle and all this sort of stuff. And so I just took the rear one off as well. And last time I was out shooting in the dark, this is primarily used for shooting pigeons and sheds in the dark. That's why I got that torch on there. Talk about that in a second. I find when you cock it and you're fumbling around in the dark, trying to put a pellet in, I used this one the other night with the open sights, and you're fumbling around and trying to get the pellet in. But this one here, you got none of that, so it's a lot easier just to find where the pellet's going to be, you know, when you can't see what you're doing. But yeah, primarily for pigeons at night, I just put this LED lenser torch on there, and I made up I just made up a block of wood like this. That's I used a hole saw. That bottom one's 1 inch or 25 millimeters for this, you know, for the scope, and the other one might have been 30 or something to go on, you know, on the torch. Then I just bound that on there with a bit of bicycle inner tube, and I mean it's cheap and nasty, but it does the job for now until I come up or buy a better solution. Yeah, so that's sort of what I've done. I'll just go get some pellets and show you the pellets. So I just use these Gamo match pellets. They're just a flathead pellet. I find, well, for a start, they're cheap, you know, and I don't know, I like saving money where I can. but these punch holes, blooming, and pigeons as good as any hollow point, really. Yeah, I find they work a treat, and they shoot really well. In that 177, we've been using these. They came in a set, the Bear Grylls. They call them soft points, but I think they call them like Red Fire or something. But I mean, they're real dear. But I've found that they do work a treat on the old pigeons. They, yeah, seem to knock them down really well. But yeah, they're blooming really expensive in New Zealand, these. And they'll only come in a packet of like 100 or something for a silly price. I've also got this little BSA. It's like a wee kid's gun. But when I saw it, I was just really impressed by the quality of it compared to other kids' guns or youth rifles that you can get for a similar price, but they're only about half the quality. So this is called the V-Scout, and it's 177. It won't be doing anything over 500 feet per second. But yeah, I find it's great fun. This for shooting tin cans or anything in the backyard with a few friends. It's not offensive to neighbours or anything. It's really, really well made, and it's nice and everything's smooth in the hand. There's no nasty, you know, corners or anything. I've shot a few like blackbirds and sparrows and anything else digging in my garden. I've shot a few with it, and yeah, it knocks them down all right. So getting back to this, I said it's primarily used for shooting pigeons. So I've found shooting pigeons, like in sheds and things, you want to go in the dark because they, I don't know, I guess they're sleepy and they don't like flying in the dark, and the light sort of dazzles them, so they sit for you without flying off so much. I have shot a couple of rabbits with it. It knocks them over all right. You got to be reasonably close, just because, you know, there's a lot of bullet drop. Yeah, in the 22 caliber. Yeah, it knocks the old bunnies over all right. And I've shot a few possums. I've shot about a dozen possums with it. I've found that you want to, you really want to shoot them between the eyes. And anything else, yeah, it can take a few shots to bring them down, put it that way. But you know, it's more than capable. It's a more than capable gun. I think that's probably about it for this video. There was just not any other videos on YouTube about this particular air rifle, so I thought I'd just make a quick video for anyone that's thinking on getting one. I'll just do a quick I don't know, drive-by of the whole gun. It's for everyone if you want to see. Right, thanks all for watching. Leave comments. Let me know if, like, I don't know if this model is available overseas, or because I haven't really seen anyone else's reviews. So just let me know about anyone else's experience. Yeah. All right, thank you.